might be rotating.
Y'all, I'm gonna just come out and say it. I'm trash at Valorant. You know, it all started in the month of September. After a long hiatus, I decided to give ranked a go once again. Last time I managed to get low gold, but I had only played like 10 games of ranked, so it was kind of eh. I didn't really put too much effort into it. So gold is okay for 10 games. That ain't really too bad for me or to me. Also, I was still living off the high of the last time I played the game. I had a 5 stack of friends playing casual, and I managed to have the most dominant game I've ever had playing Valorant. Ever. Using Jet on split, I dropped a big boy, 39 kills with like 10 deaths. And I mean it when I say it, that I felt like tens. I felt like a god at the game. I felt so good. It felt like I was doing everything right, and I knew exactly how to play the game, and I was playing it the correct way, the right way, or at least I thought, right? I was getting all these compliments from my friends. The narcissism meter, it was overflowing, and the other team, man, they couldn't stop what I was doing, right? It just felt so good. Now, with all that in my memory banks, I decided to jump back into the rank pool and have a nice swim. I'm thinking to myself, and maybe hop in real quick, do my placement matches because I'm gonna get diamond ranked. I mean, it's they should just give it to me at this point, right? Didn't they see what I did last time with the 39 kills? I mean, I deserve to be diamond. So let me get diamond real quick, and because I already expect it at this point. I already expect myself to get a higher rank because I'm just so good at Valorant. And pain. My placement matches were very painful, but not only painful, very eye opening. Y'all, they hurt to play. They hurt to play, and they hurt to watch on playback. I got abused, exposed, and embarrassed, all in record time, which led me to realizing one thing: I'm not as good as I thought I was at the game, right? And after finishing through my placement matches, I was awarded bronze 3. Bronze 3, man. Not even silver. Pour one out for you, boy. I'm suffering over here. But I'm always one for self improving at anything. If I'm bad at something, I want to get better. So I'm down to feel the pain from being bad in the beginning because I know that's how it goes. The road to getting better is full of thorns. And I know that, right? And obviously, I don't know the game as much as I thought I did. So let's go on YouTube and study for a little bit on what I'm doing wrong. Because obviously, it seems like I don't know what I'm doing at all. Bronze 3. That hurts. That hurts. And we're back. And wow, was that was very enlightening. After watching guide after guide on tips, game mechanics, and looking at pro players just play the game in general, I realized my mistakes and I've come to the conclusion that I wasn't playing the game right at all. And I don't know what I'm doing at all. And shit hurt a little bit. I thought I was doing good. I thought I had all the skills I needed to be a successful Radiant player, but apparently I don't know what I'm doing, and me playing this way is just hurting my results. So, you know, I'm going to put myself out there, and I'm going to outline my mistakes. As embarrassing as it might be, I got to do something. So let's roll that PowerPoint up, put it on the screen, and let's talk about it. One, I had no idea what to do in gunfights. Now, I thought every time you see someone that both of you stop moving, crouch, and hold down mouse one until the other one dies, right? Which, as you can guess, is a bit of a coin flip. One that relies on luck more than anything, and both of us are just sitting there praying that one of our bullets hits the other one in the head. We're praying that that just one of them just hits them, right? And more times than not, I mean, you will get that random hit bullet, especially with the Vandal, which it was actually bailing me out. It was bailing me out a lot in a lot of the fights that I would get into. I would just stand there and just be like, "Oh man, please, please, please! I only got like 3 left. Please hit him in the head." And then sometimes it'll bless me, and sometimes it won't. But relying on that is a very, very bad strategy, and it's just not a good way to play the game. You look stupid, but everybody does it pretty much. I didn't really, I guess, understand what the pros were doing, when they were doing it. And that leads me to the next thing, which is, I knew that counter strafing and strafe shooting was a good thing to do, but I didn't know how important it was until I realized that you can reset your accuracy and you can let out controlled bursts from like, 2 to 5, because basically it counts as you standing still when you move the other way when you counter strafe. And just that idea alone became, I guess, a little eye opening to me, because now that I'm watching the pros, I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing. That's how they get the perfect sprays and all that. They're counter strafing left and right, and they're not even like spraying like that. And at most, I mean, they don't lock into like death battles like that unless it's completely necessary. But majority of the time, you just see them just tap tap tap, move, tap tap tap. I mean, it's controlled bursts. It's not really really long sprays. And instead of me locking into that death battle on Haven C long, I can take a couple of accurate bursts near cover instead of crouching out in the open and looking like a dummy, right? So that was the first thing that I learned. Two, jiggle peeking, swinging, wide swinging, and using cover. Again, if I saw you, it was on sight. It was a go out into the open, hold down mouse one death battle. So I didn't even think about checking corners, right? And what I've come to understand is that you play off of cover with jiggle peeking, and you use swings as an option, depending on the situation, right? There's a lot of different types of swings. So why lock into a death battle when I can jiggle the angle, when I can get some information, oh, I see somebody, you know, I might tag them, they might tag me, I might retreat a little bit, I can use Sage to heal me a little bit, I can reset, I can really put value on the one life that's been given to me instead of just throwing it away. And thinking about it with that mindset seems to make more sense to me than what I was doing. You know, Again, instead of locking in the fights out of cover, I can play around it and not give up my one life so easily, right? So getting information from jiggling, maybe even letting off a couple of shots, or engaging, picking the engagements I want to take around cover and near it, or I can play another spot. But the bottom line is to just keep myself safe for as long as possible with the different types of peaks and stuff that's available to me. And sooner or later, I'll get the feel for what to do at what time, which one to use, and which one not to use. So that was another thing that I learned. 3, peeker's advantage, holding angles, and angle advantage. I didn't take peeker's advantage as seriously as I needed to when I learned about it a little while ago. That, in conjunction with angle advantage, is very, very serious. Having enemies be able to see you before you see them because you're closer to the angle and they're further away, explains why I keep getting swung on with 100% confidence and with no doubt. I mean, I thought that someone was cheating. I was like, he must have walls. How is he seeing me and I'm tucked into the corner, right? But I didn't know. He probably saw my shoulder, or yeah, he just saw my shoulder, right? Because he's further away from the angle than I'm at, right? And I turn and I get swung on, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, right? And knowing that has led to less embarrassing deaths, because I think about it in my head when I'm doing it. I'm like, okay, let me not hold like this angle right here tucked into the corner because he's going to see me. Maybe I push off a little bit. Maybe I jiggle a little. Maybe I jiggle it a little bit from further away. Don't know why that was so hard to say, but yeah, just not holding him like a dummy like I was before. Which I mean, I played probably some of the clips, or I'm gonna play it right now. I mean, just sitting there, with the shotgun, being like, all right, they're definitely gonna walk past me. They're not gonna be able to see me. And if they do see me, I mean, I got the advantage. I got shotgun. And then they peek around the corner. I get swung on, one tapped, and I'm just looking at the keyboard like, man, he got walls. Like, how is that possible? How do you see me? But now I know. Now I know. Now I know about it, and knowing is half the battle. Because this peak advantage stuff is very, very serious. I didn't know how bad it was. That's what basically everyone's basing their gameplay off of. Being ready to deal with the peaker's advantage or taking advantage of it. Right. So I always keep that in, the back of my head now that I'm like, oh, okay, I should use it to my advantage instead of letting dudes swing on me. Maybe I should swing on some people sometimes, right? Even the playing field out a little bit. But I do understand, like, if you were to tuck yourself inside of a corner, at least have it to where, I want to say, like, they wouldn't expect it. I would say majority of the time I see people do it, they like walk past you and stuff like that, and you kind of play that off. But that's like if you're 100% sure they won't expect the angle and you're not really tucking yourself in. It's nice to play, I guess, what they call it, an off angle, or maybe just a little bit to the side. You jiggle it a little bit. It's very interesting stuff. Me watching the videos and learning a lot. And I will definitely implement them inside of my gameplay, right? I'll take advantage of that peaker's advantage so that I can have the advantage. You get me? Just want that to, just want to be better, man. I just want to do better. So I will be swinging on people with no remorse now at 120 ping, right? Leave them no room to react, no nothing. I'm swinging on everybody. In conclusion, wrap it all up, I just want to get better at Valorant, and being able to analyze my shortcomings to correct them is the move that I want to make. Especially, man, Bronze 3 is just, it hurts, man. It hurts being Bronze 3. I mean, the day I had played like a couple hours before I went to the gym, and literally, I'm at the gym just sitting on the elliptical just staring like at the wall. We're like real far away, being like, damn, man, Bronze 3? Like, I can't tell nobody about that. Like, that's embarrassing. It's Bronze 3, man. Bronze 3, not even in silver, bro. I bombed so bad that I got put in a Bronze 3, right? And I'm going to get better at the game, right? I do enjoy it, but I wouldn't have been able to understand my shortcomings if I had not watched skill capped, and pro guides, right? They've been really helpful in me figuring out why I keep getting dumpstered and swung on, right? And why I got Bronze 3. So I appreciate them, and a bunch of other like little tidbits and stuff. I watched like a lot of little shorts on like tips and tricks and things that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that the bomb made two different sounds if it was diffused halfway, or if it was just starting. I just thought it was just, I don't know, random. I thought it was getting closer to getting blown up or something, right? It's just little things like that and little tidbits of knowledge that really just help you, or just help me to understand what I was doing wrong. So now it's time to play the game and to improve. And obviously, I'm going to keep you guys updated. So the crawl out of Bronze 3 begins now.